Bright lights sitting on a set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels' offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Offense set on first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come open.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm.
And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner goes down.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Lets it go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return. It's out his offense to start this drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going up top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Arizona. What a catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Arizona 35.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll try the run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Can anyone catch him? The 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the tackler.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The give from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
1st down here for the offense. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying to seal the edge on the right. At the 45 on his way. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating...
Deep shot for the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Arizona 49, UNLV.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Arizona. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The inside handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half.
56, UNLV, 7.
No reason to risk trying to field. through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Just buried him. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Here comes the option. The pitch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking downfield, it's Clemens. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, UNLV, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense? A couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires into the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. First down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Arizona comes out with another first down. On the move. Got room at the 35. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the move. Touchdown, Arizona! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. No, he just flat ran over it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Makes his connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants a big play here late. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Arizona runs out the punt team. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.